Imagine something with me for just a minute. Imagine that you had a captive marketing audience, that you could speak to them at any time about anything, and they would listen. Imagine that they would get excited if you told them something. Imagine that they would even stop maybe what they're doing and listen to you and respond to you. Well, that's not a dream. That's not something you need to keep in your imagination. It's not some scammy marketing tactic. That's the reality of a well-developed, engaged Facebook group, and it works. Hi, my name is Maureen Dobransky, and I help entrepreneurs create a Facebook group they love and make money doing it. So, how do you get to have a well-developed Facebook group? Well, here's my thoughts. It takes a lot of time, energy, and work. I'm not going to lie. There really isn't any shortcut to it. Just don't give up and keep moving forward and check out a lot of these tips here because having a well-developed, engaged Facebook group is worth it. Think about that. A well-developed, engaged Facebook group with a group of people that share the same common interest of you is your target market. That's where you'll be selling your product. It's an incredible, incredible marketing vehicle. So many of the experts say you should just have daily prompts, one for every day. And they say it should be easy. Pick something like Monday motivations, Tuesday tech day, Wicked Wednesday. Schedule them all in advance and let it grow and see your group grow and thrive. But unless your group has thousands of members joining each and every month, that doesn't create the engagement you need to keep your members active and excited, especially while your group is less than 500 to 1,000 members. And even then, I've been in one group for about a year and a half where the same posts have appeared every single day of the week. And it may just be that I'm in the Facebook group business, but this really annoys me. I'd love to have a little bit of creativity and value. After all, the whole point of a group is to interact, share, and provide that value. So let's chat about some of the different things you need in your group to keep your group active and engaged, well developed, over and above the daily prompts. So let's start right at the beginning. I know you've all heard me talk about this many, many times. What is your niche? Or what is your central theme of your group? Why would someone want to join your group? And I always say the narrower, the better. That's because then you'll have the people in there that want to be in there and that have the same problems and the same pain points all together. And did you know that there's a huge Facebook group for women with curly hair? I had no idea. Yeah, women with curly hair. And it's a great group because all of the people have the same issue. They all have the curly hair. They all get excited about it. They all want to change it or do it something different. And marketers then, when they're ready, they have over 50,000 people with curly hair ready to purchase their products. And for me, that's the whole point of your Facebook group. You need to have a group ready to purchase your products. And so the narrower the niche, the better. Next, I don't really like rules, but you do need rules and you need to follow them. And why I'm making such a big deal of this is because a lot of people, myself included, like to use Facebook groups as a method just for marketing themselves without contributing to the value of the group as a whole. And I love that we can support and encourage each other. And inside of my group, I have posts where you are totally allowed and encouraged to promote yourself. But my group is very specific. It's for entrepreneurs that want to create a Facebook group they love and make money doing it. So I don't want people in there promoting themselves. I want people in there that when they have a question about Facebook groups, that's their go-to group. So you have to protect the integrity of your group. So here's some of the things that I recommend. Remind your group of your rules at least every month or two. If someone breaks the rule, then I send them a private message and I'll delete their post. Every few months, I try to mention some infraction or what I've done about it just to make sure everybody knows this is what's happening inside of Maureen's group. And ultimately, if someone continues to break the rules, I simply ban them from my group. You do need rules. I encourage you to think about your Facebook group similar to what you would of your house. You control who comes in. You decide what the rules are. You decide what's appropriate behavior, and you have the right to escort people out of there if they want to break your rules. You know, let's be honest, there's a lot of people on Facebook that feel like they can be mean, they can be rude. That's because they're hiding behind their phone or their computer. You need your people inside of your group to know that it's a safe place, that it's welcoming to people. And that makes others want to promote it as well. So keep things upbeat and positive. Next, I recommend highly that you welcome new members by name and ask them to introduce themselves. When people introduce themselves, they take a vested interest in the group. And when people like and comment, it can create great interaction and great interest. And then I also recommend going through each and every introduction and commenting and welcoming them personally. It's amazing how it feels when the moderator or administrator of a group welcomes you. It could be something as just saying, hey, welcome aboard, Joe, or I'm glad you're here, or you could offer them a tip or a suggestion. Next, you may want to tell people how to stay engaged if that feels comfortable to you. Here's what I recommend. Show people how to keep up with your group's notifications. When members turn on the notifications, they're much more likely to stay involved and jump into the group's discussions. So from time to time, you can explain it and how to do it. So I'm going to explain it right now, and I'd love for you to go to your group notifications, click on My Group, and do the following. Click on the notification button and click on the thing that says All Posts. So that way you don't miss any updates. I'm still thrilled if all you want to click on is see highlights, because then you'll see the most engaging posts. That really helps. And now for a few ideas about additional engagement. I love creating engagement by telling stories. I don't know if you know this about me, but I also do a lot of public speaking, and stories are the key to an engaging speech. Stories let people know that you're human and you're just like them. Stories help you create that KLT factor that I always talk about: know, like, and trust. And I try to link my story back to a lesson or a thought about your business. For example, a while ago, I made a post about how I'm working with a small group of entrepreneurs and the great progress they were making by being coached personally. But one person kept putting off their launch until things were just perfect. And I kept saying, you need to launch, you need to launch. Well, no, I need to tweak this color. No, I need to tweak this text. Finally, I just said to her, I have a quote for you that I love, and it goes like this: clarity comes from taking action. And it's true. It really resonated with her, and she finally launched her group to really good success. She's getting organic growth, and it's finally working. And she just got over that fear, and she's gaining clarity, because clarity comes from taking action. So think about what kind of stories that will show your human side, get them to know, like, and trust you, and then also see if you can find some kind of a link back to your group topic. Personal stories over the long run allow your group members to see your human side, and they get in your corner. They want you to succeed. Another way that I like is by asking questions. But this can be tough. And I think this one needs to be done with a little bit of trial and error. There were times I thought I had the best question ever, and it was going to have a ton of conversation. And I put it out into the group, and crickets. Nothing. Nobody even commented, or maybe one person commented, and I thought, really? And I don't honestly know if it was that I was the only one that thought that was the greatest question ever. I don't know if it was asked at the wrong time, or if I was really the only one that cared about the answer. But then there were times when I was struggling to find content and threw a question out there only to find 60 comments. And I went, wow, what the heck? So I highly recommend look at your group insights on a regular basis, see what posts have gotten the engagement that you were looking for, and then maybe tweaking those or working with those. And don't be afraid as your group grows to reuse a great post. And then the next type of post that I adore, and this one is a type of post that will help you as you get ready to begin selling inside of your group. And it's what I call content that creates a craving. This type of post will help you build your trust factor, just like you do when you create your helpful content posts. It will help you build your likable factor, just like when you have your personal story posts. But it's often really hard to begin that sales process. You don't want to come off as real salesy. We've all seen that one group where they just sell and push their product, and it really turns people off. But this post can help you to begin to sell. It's, again, what I call content that creates a craving. And what I mean by this is you grab their attention, and then you make them curious to learn more. And it should actually lead them to have more questions than before they read it. It makes them more curious. It could be the top 3 myths about keto diet or something that will grab their attention, and then you explain the top 3 myths and they're going, wow, I just need to know more about that. So what these are is that it piques their curiosity and it makes them want to learn more. Remember that this type of post, you're not solving their problem. All you're doing is getting their attention, piquing their curiosity, and makes them want to learn more. So in conclusion, there's really no shortcut to creating engagement within your Facebook group. If you need to, ask a few friends to help you out, especially at the beginning, to comment and post. I highly recommend that. No one likes to be the only one commenting or posting on a Facebook group. They feel very self-conscious. Next, track what works and track what doesn't work with your group insights, and don't be afraid to repost a great post. And then don't give up. Remember this, when you first learned to walk, you fell over and over again, but you didn't give up. And then last, and probably most important, give value. Be the group that everyone turns to when they think of your topic. When someone thinks of a Facebook group, I want them to go, oh, I'm going to ask that inside of Maureen's group. That's where I want to go. So if you focus on giving value, then everyone wins. So last of all, please click like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and then also if you haven't already, join my free Facebook group at facebook.com/group/sellyourgorilla. And also download my free workbook at bit.ly/SYG90. So we see you same time, same place next week, and thank you all very much.